Let me paint a scenario with you. Imagine that you step onto an elevator in a hotel lobby, and as you step into the elevator, you suddenly realize that the person who's already on the elevator is the single best prospect for your product or service. It is the ideal, it is the dream client, and they are just stuck with you for 20 to 30 seconds in that elevator. The question is, what do you then say to that person? How do you engage them in a conversation? How do you get them going? Most salespeople are deeply unclear about what their elevator pitch actually looks like. So mapping it out and making sure that it's absolutely rock solid is so critical to your success, not just in the imaginary scenario on the elevator, but every time you pick up the phone, every time you're at a prospect's office or you're in a trade show, whatever it is. So in this video, I'm going to show you 5 quick steps to the best elevator pitch in sales. Check it out. Number 1, break the pattern. Prospects have a very consistent patterned response to most salespeople. And the reason for that is that most salespeople behave in a very predictable way. So most salespeople open up conversations with some high pressure, cheesy sales pitch that focuses on their company and all the products and services that they offer and about price discounts and all that stuff. And so prospects have a very patterned response as a way to deal with those salespeople and as a result, end those interactions quickly. So any elevator pitch, or as we call it, your opening play, should involve breaking the pattern. You need to basically wake the prospect up from whatever it is they're doing. Because even if they're not on an elevator, but they're on the other end of the phone, or they are at a trade show walking by a booth, no matter what, that person is probably thinking about other things. They're probably doing other things, or they're worried about other things. So you want to start your elevator pitch with something that really breaks the pattern. And so it's got to be different than what most salespeople are doing. And so even just the opening line of most salespeople are starting with, "How are you today?" Instead, break that pattern. Don't use "How are you today?" Use something different. We have a number of strategies that we use that really break that pattern. Things like, "Did I catch you at a bad time?" Or "How have you been?" Little things that change the flow of conversation where they're like, "Oh, okay, this is different." Breaking the pattern is critical. Number 2, it's not about you, but them. So this is a really important thing once we get into the nuts and bolts and the meat of your elevator pitch or your opening play, is that most salespeople start immediately talking about their own company, about what they do, and about how long they've been in business, and about how they have all these awesome clients, and all this stuff that your prospect doesn't care about. It's about them, not you. So that opening sentence really needs to focus on them. Of course, you're going to quickly introduce yourself and maybe mention your company, but then rather than focus on what you do, instead focus on how you help your clients achieve certain things. So make it about them, make it about the client instead of about yourself. Number 3, start with how you help clients. Now, I already tipped this off with the last sentence there, but you want to make sure that your first sentence in your opening play or your elevator pitch, whatever you're calling it, is really starting off with how you help clients. So for example, the Sales Insights Lab, which is our company, the Sales Insights Lab is a sales research and training firm that helps salespeople dramatically increase sales. That's it. Really simple, focused on how we help our clients. How do you help your clients? Not what do you do, but how do you actually help your clients? Number 4, demonstrate you understand their challenges. This is really, really key, that you can, in a very short period of time, demonstrate that you understand the common challenges that they are likely facing. This is where things take a hard left turn from what most salespeople are doing. Because most salespeople, again, go into all the features and benefits, or all the discounts, or all the amazing things that they do at their company. but instead you want to focus completely on the likely challenges that your prospects are facing. So it might sound something like, right now, we're seeing a lot of clients in your industry that are facing, and then fill in the blank. What are the challenges that you're seeing a lot of clients facing that is going to help wake them up and say, oh yeah, actually we do have those issues. Number 5, engage them. This again is where a lot of salespeople really take things off track, because most salespeople are telling their elevator pitch and then they're basically silent instead of engaging the prospect in a question. So what we often want people in our world to do is share a couple of the common challenges that they're seeing and then engage the prospect in the conversation with something really simple, a simple question like, do any of those issues ring true to you? Or does any of that sound familiar to you? Again, pulling the prospect into the conversation. So that way, next time you're on that elevator or you're at that trade show or you're on that phone call and the prospect is like, okay, so who are you? You have something to say, and it should be mapped out, and it should be clear, and it should be really short, like 20 seconds max. You are now ready to go. So there are the 5 quick steps to the best elevator pitch in sales. And if you enjoyed this video, then I have an awesome free training on the data-driven approach to closing more sales in today's marketplace. Just click right here to get registered instantly. Seriously, just click right here. This is an in-depth training that will help you close more sales at higher prices, all while generating more meetings. Also, if you got some value, please like this video below on YouTube and be sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking my face that should be right about here to get access to a new video just like this one each week.